The backlash appears to be growing against the so-called sanctuary cities and states where local and state officials are ignoring federal immigration law. Correspondent William Jeunesse here in Los Angeles tonight on the sanctuary crackdown.
America's sanctuary city battle begins not in the public square, but the local jail, when deputies, by law, transmit a suspect's fingerprints to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which then decides who is detained and who is deported.
They're asking for a detainer request for 48 hours. That's what we complied with from 2008 to 2014, and that's what we'll comply with now.
Miami-Dade agreed last month to resume cooperation with ICE, but others refuse.
When a local law enforcement agency simply makes the determination that they don't want to directly engage themselves, I not only think that is their prerogative, but I do not think it impedes the Department of Homeland Security from doing its job.
But according to ICE, out of 1,250 immigrants expelled from the country each week, on average, agents arrest fewer than 300 at the workplace or neighborhood, whereas 3/4 are simply deported from the local jail. Yet as a sanctuary state, California bars local jails from honoring ICE requests to detain inmates or hold them based solely on immigration status. And a new law prohibits police from talking to or even answering emails from ICE trying to pick up criminal aliens from jail.
We will certainly not stand for sanctuary, even cities, let alone states.
The administration is threatening to withhold law enforcement and transportation grant money, while some in Congress are refusing to help their own districts obtain everyday federal subsidies.
Feds aren't going to come into San Diego and close it down. We're not going to close down universities. We are simply saying if you don't obey federal law, you don't get federal funding.
Lawmakers in 24 states are also fighting back, proposing bills requiring local sheriffs to comply with ICE or face a loss of state aid.
You don't get to be chief judge and executioner at a local level based on your whims or political ideologues of the day.
Starting tight, right?
Now, moments ago, a 23-year-old was arrested in Seattle who was brought here from Mexico when he was a child and received protection under President Obama's Deferred Action Program, about 750,000 others known as Dreamers. Well, I am told that that individual is now in custody. Now, the thought was that ICE was going to leave these individuals alone until their 2-year work permit expired. I am told, Brett, that likely this individual had some derogatory information in his file, which led to his incarceration. His lawyer, however, has filed a motion claiming his constitutional rights have been violated because he does have a work permit and permission to be in this country.
So basically they don't know what to do yet as far as how to react.
Right. ICE is looking for guidance right now from Washington.
All right, William, thank you.
You bet.